What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I got a small, not really small, but kind of a Dragon Ball Xenoverse update for you guys, courtesy of Jump Festa and the J Patrol. Big shout out to Treevax, by the way, the legend amongst legends. So, as you guys know, Jump Festa took place about a week ago and Treevax was there, part of the J Patrol, and he got a chance to interview one of the community managers for Bandai Namco. With that said, I will link that full interview in the description below, so if you want to check out the raw conversation that they had, feel free to click that link in the description below. But for now, I'm going to kind of summarize what was mentioned in this video. Without further ado, let's talk about Xenoverse. So first things first, Super Saiyan 3 has officially been decided to not be part of the custom created character transformation. As of right now, you'll only be able to transform Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2. As far as going Super Saiyan 3, I guess Bandai Namco decided that it might be too overpowered, or might be a balancing issue to give the Saiyan race so many transformations where the other races don't really get anything. And because of that, they decided to just not include it, or for other reasons as well. So as of right now, if you want to play Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2 with your custom created characters, you can. But if you want to go Super Saiyan 3, you'll have to be playing as either Goku or Gotenks to achieve that legendary form. So that's that. The next thing I'll talk about is Dragon Ball characters, which is something that a lot of you guys have been asking about since the game was first announced last summer. It's been officially confirmed. Well, it's been confirmed a while ago, but it's officially confirmed that there's no plans to add Dragon Ball characters in the game. And the main reason why is because Hirano, the producer of Xenoverse, a while back mentioned that they can't fly. Most Dragon Ball characters cannot fly, and because of that, it introduces kind of a balancing issue where like the Dragon Ball characters either can't fly or they fly too slow compared to the really fast characters that are available in the Xenoverse world. So with that said, Dragon Ball characters will not be available in the game. However, we might still see the memory of Dragon Ball within costumes and things like that. Although it's not completely decided, that was kind of what was mentioned at that interview that I will link in the description below. The next thing we're going to talk about is the character roster. The question that everybody wants to know right now is how large is the game going to be? And what the community manager from the Europe, Bandai Namco, said was he doesn't know yet because they actually don't know. They're still working on the game and developing it, and they might not actually have that number. I'm keeping that. They might not have the number until the game comes out in February, just because they're working around the clock to get this game finished for us. So we'll probably get a full character roster sometime at the end of January or first week of February. Fingers crossed. Well, it has to be first week of February because that's when the game comes out in Japan. But we'll get a character roster around then. All they can tell us for now is that they're trying to give us everything that we as Dragon Ball Z fans want, and the roster is going to be large. That's all we know for now. The next thing we're going to talk about is the dubbing. Because a lot of you guys have been asking is, will there be localized dubbing to like French, Spanish, Mars, whatever they speak in freaking Pluto? Will there be dubbing for every single release around the world, or I guess universe? And the answer is no. The game's only going to be dubbed in Japanese and English, and as far as the other countries and planets, it'll be localized through subtitles. So if you live in France, you can either have the voices in English or Japanese, and then you can have the subtitles in French, and then whatever country or city or planet you live in, you can have it localized to the language that you want it to be in. The reason why, just in case you're wondering, is because it would be too complicated. If they dub it for France, they have to dub it for Spain, they have to dub it for every other country across the world, and of course the planets as well. So because of that, it's too complex and introduces a huge time factor that they just couldn't really commit to. With that said, it's only going to be dubbed in Japanese and English. The next thing we're going to talk about is transformations, because we kind of have an update there. So as of right now, you guys understand that Saiyan are the only race that actually have a transformation that changes the appearance of the character. As you already know, if you go Super Saiyan, you get blonde hair. As far as the other races, it's been confirmed that there's going to be some kind of transformation, but it's not going to alter the character, which leads me to believe that the Frieza race, for example, will get 100% power up. The human race will probably get like unlocked potential. Then the Mecha race will get like super dynamic and stuff like that. But as far as transforming the other races, so with Majin, Earthling, Frieza, and the Namekian, there won't be any transformation that change your appearance. It just makes you makes your aura change and makes you so much powerful. But the cool thing is now we know that every race does have a transformation. It just won't alter your character, which is cool. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how that affects the game, because as of right now we do know that the Saiyan race does have 2 transformations. The big question is what will the other races get to kind of balance it out? Because I feel like giving one race more stuff than the other one might get kind of complicated and hairy. So we'll see as the game comes out. But as of right now, know that your aura will change for the other races. Speaking of races, Majin Buu. Now, I kind of told you guys about this. I speculated before that Majin Buu, or that the Majin race will get some kind of like pure transformation like in Dragon Ball Online. It's been again confirmed that when the Majin race transforms as well, they will just get an aura change, but they won't actually change their appearance. So that means if you play as a Majin character, you cannot become Super Buu or Kid Buu or any of those Buu forms. When you transform with the Buu race, just like with the other races, your aura will just change and that's it. You'll become more powerful, faster, whatever stat boost they decide to give it, but you will not change your form, which I know A lot of you guys were looking forward to playing a Super Boot. I was as well, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, I punched my pop filter. No. The next thing I want to cover is the anime. So we've seen an anime kind of introduced around this game, and up to now, everybody kind of believed, myself included, that there's going to be an anime special included with this game, just like with Raging Blast 2, which featured Plants to Eradicate All the Saiyans, which was an old special that was revived just for that game. Well, it's been confirmed that the anime that we've seen so far around Xenoverse is actually not a special OVA. It's part of the cutscenes. So when you play in Xenoverse, you'll have anime cutscenes, and you'll also have the in-game cutscenes. But as far as getting a special anime that kind of, you know, I guess prepares the story for us, it's not going to be separate. It's just part of the game. So what we saw with Trunks summoning the Special Warrior is actually the beginning of the game. It's not actually a different, you know, thing included that you can watch along with the game. So there's that. Auras. The big question a lot of you guys have asked is can we change our auras in this game? I want to have a blue aura. I want to have a purple aura. I want to have a clear aura, like Krillin and Yamcha and Hercule and Magikarp. The answer that was provided, this is kind of a weird answer actually. The answer that was provided was when you become a higher level, you will get more customization options that change your character's appearances and stuff like auras as well. So it looks like as we get stronger, we can change our auras, which I assume, you know, we can add like maybe the lightning aura, you know, when you go Super Saiyan 2 and stuff like that. So it looks like there is going to be some kind of aura customization. We don't know what yet, just because he didn't really give us a clear answer. He just said there will be something offered, which also leads me to believe like what else will be offered, because he made it sound like there's going to be more stuff added to the higher level characters as they level up for customizations in terms of options. So I don't know what that means yet, but I guess we'll find out when we get closer to the release date of this game, and possibly when the game comes out, because I mean this is kind of a complex thing to answer. The next thing we're going to talk about is what-if characters. And when I say what-if characters, I'm not just talking about like Tien fusing with Yamcha, or like Magikarp fusing with Yamcha, and you know, Yamcha fusing with Yamcha. Why am I keep talking about Yamcha? I don't know. Yamcha's the GOAT. When I say what-if characters, I'm also referring to Super Saiyan 4 Broly, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, characters like that. As of right now, there is no plans to add what-if characters into the game, and the main reason why is because the entire game is a what-if scenario. So there's going to be, well, okay, before I start, the entire game is a what-if scenario. So that doesn't mean that we won't get Super Saiyan 4 Broly, or Super Saiyan 3 Broly, or Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, or those characters. What we know is as you play through the game, they're going to, the game is going to basically change the story of Dragon Ball Z that we know, and it's going to introduce different factors into how the story, I guess, unfolds. With that said, we might see stuff like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, we might see stuff like Super Saiyan 3 Broly, stuff like that, but in terms of adding characters, this is kind of complex. This is very, very complicated to answer. Essentially, the whole game is a what-if scenario, but there's no plans to add what-if characters. It just, if there's a what-if character to add to the what-if scenario, then you get one, essentially. Does that make sense? So, for example, like this. Let's say they were playing through the Buu Saga in Xenoverse, and Toa decides to take over Majin Vegeta, and he goes Super Saiyan 3. So we'll get a Super Saiyan 3 Majin Vegeta in that case. But as a, you know, planning more what-if characters around that, like Super Saiyan 4 Broly, that's not planned. So does that make sense? I feel like I just confused everybody even more by just even talking about this. If you're confused about that, just talk to me in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer. But there's like no actual plans of adding like what-if characters other than what's given to us in main story. Now, something else I want to point out is the way the Bandai Namco community manager talked is he says that some stuff that we will, you know, go through in the campaign might not be exactly playable from our end, which leads me to believe that we might not be able to play as giant characters in the game, because he was like, you know, some stuff that you come across, you know, you might not actually get a chance to play as, and I assume that's only referring to giants, because like with Battle Z, we didn't get to play as giants, which was a huge bummer. Like the one thing I wanted out of Battle Z was being able to control a giant and face off against my friends, like a 3v1 evolve style battle. And something I'm really looking forward to in this game is getting the same thing, where it's like, you know, we can team up with friends and have one person control a giant, and vice versa, other way around, where you're the giant, you face off against your friends. Like, that would be a lot of fun. Now, I know we can take on giants as a team, but as of right now, nothing's been really mentioned where we can play as the giants, which leads me to believe that we might not actually get to play as giants in this game, which is whatever. We still at least get to fight them, which will be fun. Like, I still can't wait to team up with my friends and take on, like, you know, Great Ape Vegeta, Great Ape, whatever, freaking maybe Harudagon, whoever gets added from the giant roster. Like, I'm looking forward to having, you know, party fights against these giants. But in terms of playing as the giants, I don't think we'll be able to play it, just because that's how, or just because how the Bandai Namco European community manager answered that question. I don't know. I mean, just check out the interview link in the description below. It's done by J Patrol, by Treevax himself, and you can kind of, you know, get your own answer there, or interpretations of what is said. So yeah, does that make sense? I hope so. boy. If anyone's confused by anything I said, just feel free to just ask me in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer your question and stuff. But that is the quick update. Now, again, I don't think we'll get any more news about Xenoverse in the next couple of days, at least for a week, because, again, everybody's still kind of in holiday mode, which, Happy New Year's, by the way. Happy New Year's. Probably once the whole world kind of resets and 2015 actually starts, and it's going to be like the first day in your office, we'll probably get some news, because, again, January is going to have to be pretty big and crucial in terms of giving us news, since the game's coming out in February. It's right around the corner. We're almost there, guys. Home stretch. So, of course, the second I get some more news, I'll let you guys know. But for now, here's this and stuff. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. If you're still hyped for Xenoverse, and, you know, if you have any questions and feedback and comments, add it to the comment section below and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rhymestyle. You guys stay amazing, and I will see all y'all some super sandwiches in the comment section below. Bye.